Butterscotch cookie bars. You can find the ingredients list in the description below. Let's get baking. Now we're going to preheat the oven to 325 degrees. Alright, I'm going to show you how to soften your butter in the microwave if you haven't already softened it ahead of time. You need 1 stick of butter and then 6 tablespoons. Down there you can see the tablespoon measurement. And you need 6 tablespoons. So first, you unwrap it a little bit, part of the way. And then, right there's the 6, so I'm going to cut it right about there. Alright. And put it in this bowl to soften in the microwave. Then this last stick of butter. Butter makes things soft, that's why there's butter recipes. And then if you have extra, then you can just wrap it up and put it in the fridge for later. Before you use a sharp knife, always ask an adult. Now we're going to chop up the butter because it melts better in the microwave. Alright, now we're going to melt it in the microwave. Start with 10 seconds. Then we take it out and start. Then we soften it for 10 more seconds. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of brown sugar to the butter, to the softened butter, and cream it together. Alright. You always add the sugar, if it's in a recipe, to the butter first, or else it doesn't turn out good. Alright, now we're going to add the eggs and vanilla. So you can have the eggs in one bowl, and crack them into this bowl, and then you can just put the shell in another one. And do the next one. These eggs are from our very own chickens. And add it to the bowl. And put this and mix. So your hands are often kind of slimy from the eggs, so you can wash them. We're also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Personally, I really like this cute little bottle. Put on the cap, and sometimes there's little drips, so you can just wipe it off. And then you also rinse off the teaspoon, because you don't need to put it in the dishwasher. And then it's ready for the next part when you're ready. And mix some eggs and vanilla. It's really fun popping the eggs. It can look pretty funny when you're mixing in the eggs sometimes. scrape down the sides so you get all the batter in the middle. Well, that looks ready to add the next ingredients. Let's grab the baking powder. It makes it rise, like baking soda too. Right, and you always put it through a sifter, else you get like chunky lumps in it and it doesn't taste good. Sift it through that into the bowl. And that's the last ingredient we need these for, so you can just put them in the sink to rinse later. Whoops! I actually forgot to add the last tablespoon. Teaspoon. Still clean. And 2. And now I can put it in the sink. Alright, close this up. Put it over there. Mix it. And you always want to scrape the sides of the bowl to get everything mixed in. Now, you can add a pinch of salt, or if you have a salt shaker, a couple shakes will do. Now we're gonna add 1 2/3 cup flour to it. That over there. You mix that in. You don't want to do it too fast, or else the flour flies all around. Now that it's mixed all together, then you can scrape it into the pan. I'm going to scrape the bowl, get all the last bits of dough. Try and get it even. Now we can sprinkle the butterscotch chips over it. You can use chocolate chips if you want to, also. Now we're going to put it in the oven to bake for 20 minutes. Close it up, put the timer for 20 minutes. Now we're going to let it cool for a while before we cut it. I like to eat it with a cold glass of milk. click to subscribe. I hope you cook up some fun in your kitchen this week. See you next time on Cooking Out Fun with Sophie.